Hi, everyone. Today I've got a very, very special guest with me, someone I've known for many, many years, and who is very well known within the tourism sector here in Cyprus and abroad, specifically in France. It is Mr. Christophe Chaillou himself. He is the founder and the managing director of Creative Tours. And also, more recently, he founded and he owns a beautiful wine shop in Limassol called Wine and More. Christophe, thank you for coming.
Thank you very much
to the hotel to
for
be with us.
receiving me here.
Oh, I'm so excited. And I'm going to get you into listening to podcasts now. That's it. You've opened up a door that you're not returning from.
Yeah.
So, Christophe, tell us a little bit about your story, because many people listen to this podcast who aren't based in Cyprus, who maybe don't know you, which for us sounds strange. You're obviously French. You obviously live in Cyprus. But tell us your story. Where did you grow up? What happened in your life that led you to
It's a big story.
Sunny
It's a big
Island?
story. Okay.
We want the big story.
All right. So I came to Cyprus in 1985 to get married with a nice Cypriot lady. And we got married. And then I am a hotel.
And you met her at university, didn't you?
Yeah, I met her in Switzerland in a hotel school. And we came here to see what to do here. But we had a career waiting for us in Europe. This was basically it. And when we were here, we brought a group of 60 French people for the wedding. Mm-hmm. Friends and family, and for 1 week it was a big fiesta. So we decided after this to try to bring French people to Cyprus, and this is why we created and we opened Creative at that time. We got married on the 15th of June, and 15th of July we were opening our travel agency.
Wow.
At that time,
and
Farah,
the name came from that because you created this
At that
demand.
time, there was no direct flight from France, so we had to come via Salonique with BAC 111 small aircraft. I mean, it was crazy. It was crazy. Cyprus had a bad reputation in France at that time.
Why?
Because of various stories. Also, there was a war of Lebanon, and the hostages were released most of the time in Cyprus. You know, there was not...
the connotation and connection.
So it was a big challenge. And, immediately I was a foreigner here in Cyprus. And at that time, to be honest, it was very difficult for foreigners. Mm-hmm. But I managed. I went to a different exhibition, and we received our first tourist in February 86.
Wow.
Quite quick. And then, of course, networking, attending, doing a good job, being
and this
reliable.
is for individuals as well, not just for groups.
No,
this
is for, we were acting as agent of tour operators and big organization. So it was for individuals as well as groups. So we created here a niche market, which was to receive the French tourists here and to give them what they were expecting. So at the beginning, we had to do French clubs. You know, they were expecting animation in the hotel. They were expecting this kind of thing. So the first group that we had and we had to handle, they bought a club. So I was doing the animators, and my wife at that time was selling the excursion. I mean, it was a fabulous story. This is how we started. And she was pregnant as well from my older son. And it was a great beginning.
A lot of fun.
Yeah, a lot of fun. So this is how I started. I am born in Libourne, France, which is at the border of Saint-Emilion in the wine region. Mm-hmm. This is a destiny. You will see why. And we have been doing this business now for almost 40 years in this field of tourism. And 2023 looks to be a very good year for French people in Cyprus, because there is, for the first time, a lot of options as far as airline are concerned, seats. So it should be a great year for Cyprus and France. So in 2009, I had the chance to purchase a small business which was called French Depot as well. It was doing with wine and delicatessen from France, and we developed it a lot. And now, after 13 years, we have a big boutique in Limassol. We have also a boutique in Paphos and in Nicosia, called Wine and More by French Depot. And during the COVID period, which we were not receiving any tourists, this business were doing quite well. So
And everyone was home drinking.
everyone, everyone was drinking and eating. So we decided also to have a wine bar in Paphos. We have a wine bar in Paphos as well. And we have now, since July 2022, a restaurant, wine bar restaurant in Limassol, which is called Le Bordeaux. It's in Ayou Andréou. It's a very nice old house, and we are operating it as a restaurant. We have an excellent chef. And mainly the idea is a wine bar with a lot of choice of wine. We have 60 wines by the glass. And we also have some topics that you can find only there, which is a cheese trolley, for example, this old tradition, French tradition. So today the panel is full, no new business in the line, just to concentrate and to work hard for 23, mainly to bring tourists from France here. We expect a big number. So we deal as well as individual clients. We deal with conference, with incentive groups. So we have to create programs to show them around all the variety of the destination. And I am blessed to be living in this country for the past 40 years, Farah. Blessed. I'm such a lucky man.
And what is your favorite part of Cyprus? I mean, what is it about Cyprus that makes you love it so much?
Okay, I like the people, I like the climate, I like the atmosphere, I like the security, I like the way I raised my 4 kids, my 4 sons, because I think it's a paradise for family. And no, I am very French. Now we are of course going to win the World Cup on Sunday, but I am very Cypriot as well.
Yeah, I know. And you learned Greek perfectly. And
no, perfectly, no. Let's not be. No,
I say that in my standards, Christophe, you're doing pretty well. So
I am speaking Cypriot, not Greek.
Yeah, me too. That's why this interview's in English. It would have been a completely different thing if we were chatting in Greek. So, okay, you've touched on 2 parts that I wanted to ask you about. You're the father of 4 boys.
Yes.
What have you learned from that? How has that shaped you? Tell us about being a dad of 4 amazing boys. They're lovely boys.
Again, I am blessed. I have 4 fantastic guys in the family. 2, one which is living in Spain. He's a trader, a banker there. He just moved out from England because of the Brexit. And the other 3 are here. The second one is working with me in the restaurant, looking after events, social medias, and other things, Stefan. And then I have the 2 little guys, Raphael, which is 16 years old, and Nicola, the last one, which is the next basketball star of Cyprus.
Wow. So watch this space. And what have they taught you? What has being a dad taught you?
Well, we are. It kept me young. We have to be honest. And we do a lot of things together. We are spending some precious time. And of course, I work a lot, but still I find time for them, which is very important.
Which is really important.
Every year we go for 2 weeks in France to see my mother and to because they have their roots there in the region of Bordeaux, which is next to the Atlantic Ocean. So we have a house there, and we spend usually 2 weeks there.
Nice.
And this is how they have been raised to keep some of the roots there. But they are very, very Cypriots as well,
Yeah.
like me.
Well, it's nice to have both cultures and grow up with different cultures and see different things and embrace them to really,
Yeah.
So that's
And
amazing.
they speak, they are lucky. They speak 3 languages perfectly. No, it's nothing to complain about, really.
Oh, bless you. So you studied hotel management then in Switzerland.
Yes.
Why? What happened that led you down that path?
Well, I was 18. I had my baccalaureate. And then one day my father came to tell me that he had the possibility to arrange for me to go to Glion in Switzerland. And we jumped on it, and it was a fantastic experience. I am part of the alumni of the school. I do quite a lot. I try to participate to all our meetings. There is an esprit de Glion, and there is quite a big number of old students which are living here in Cyprus, and we have regular meeting. I met there Christina, my first wife, and we came to Cyprus. So this is the reason I have been here.
My sister also went to Glion. And I think she goes sometimes to the alumni meetings in London. They're quite fun from what I hear. And at one point, Creative Tours merged with another company, didn't they? So I don't want to go into that too much, but I think so many people will be interested. What are the pros and cons of merging with companies, like the good things about it and then the less good?
Well, at that time, Farah, it was the frenesia of the stock market, if you remember. So we had quite some options to join different groups. And we have decided to make a move. It was a time also where personally I had to make some choices. So we decided to go with a group which we thought were going to give some added value to the company in terms of negotiation, importance, reliability, which is what happened, really. And it has been 20 years now.
Can't believe that, 20 years.
20 years already. But, okay, I mean, we both have our different identities. They are dealing mainly with the English market. We are dealing with the French, and everything is okay.
So tell us a bit about the French market. So and I grew up in England. There were always the jokes about, difference between English and French people. What do the French look for when they travel? What is important to them, and why do they like Cyprus, and how do you attract them to Cyprus?
Well, the French tourists are very culture-minded. They like to discover. They like authenticity. For example, give you a simple example. I have my wine business, which is considering of bringing French wine, French different things. But these people are not interested in this. They want, when they come to a destination like Cyprus, they want to test the Cyprus product. So we are offering them different type of excursions. We go in the mountain to discover, even with ancient cars, we discover the winery, the traditional method, the commandaria, the zivania, the tradition. This is what they like. So also, of course, unfortunately, there is a bigger demand now for all-inclusive hotel, which is not what we want or what we like, but there is a demand. So they are looking for products. So we have to develop a new way of working and proposing them different excursions, which are more half days now. So they can have their meals here. But I find it a pity to be coming 1 week in a country like like Cyprus and not go at least one night to a taverna to try the traditional specialities. We are doing a lot of round trips, culture with spending few nights in the mountain, few nights in Lachi, few nights in Paphos. And we also have cycling groups. We have, of course, incentives, and we try to promote all the place of Cyprus. But to be honest, Limassol is still my favorite place. I think that it developed well. There is plenty of things to do. It's a very cosmopolitan city. You can find everything now. Soon we'll have a big casino, big project. But in Cyprus, in the tourism today, you can find every product for anybody. You want charming hotels, you have the Columbia in Pissouri, which is one of my favorite, of course. You want a spa, you want golf, you have
Mountain
absolutely
retreats,
everything.
yeah.
You want the top all-inclusive hotel, you come to the San Rafael, of course.
There we go. And we have our bed and breakfast and half board.
You have a beautiful restaurant by the sea, which is a Sailors. You have now the Golden Monkey, which is a fantastic addition.
There we go. I'm not paying Christophe for any of this. I promise. I promise.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
But no, there is, and if you want to have the real balnéaire holidays, the nice sandy beach, then you have the option to go to Ayia Napa and Protaras as well, which has been, to be honest, very difficult for us bringing French people, because it was places that they were privileging the British and the Russians. And only, unfortunately, with what is happening to the Russians, we now have some good opportunities to find some...
To expand, exactly.
To expand and find
we had
some...
to, and we, yeah.
Yeah. So it's no, the offer on Cyprus today is exceptional. We have everything for everybody. And we are going to have flights now from Bordeaux. I don't know if you are aware. So this is my hometown. So I will be able to go and see my mother, to organize some wine group for some friends which are here. There is a flight to Marseille as well. There is a flight to Toulouse. I mean, it's great to see these developments.
Yeah.
Great.
Amazing. So my last question is, tell us some fun or interesting or memorable stories from all your guests that you've had in so many years, or just fun times that you've had maybe in the office or on trips or in promotions.
Too many.
Like too many. Or something that happened with groups that made you laugh.
Too many souvenirs. I have to write a book, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should.
I have to write a book or an encyclopedia of my life, really. But no, I am a bon vivant. I like good life. I like to enjoy. I do everything with this spirit. I like to enjoy myself when I work. And from the morning to late in the night, I do everything with passion as well. So funny stories, plenty. But exhibitions, sleeping with a hotelier in Berlin because I couldn't find a room at the last minute. That was snoring all night. I mean, plenty of fun story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so many. So would you recommend someone to go into this industry?
Of course. It's actually difficult because our specialty is the French language, and it's quite difficult to find people now after the COVID that wants to work in this sector and who is at the same time fluent French speaking. So we are always looking for additions, good additions to our team. And okay, maybe somebody will hear this
exactly.
podcast
You know where to
and
apply.
will be interested to work with me or with us.
Well,
which is quite fun.
Lucky for you, you've got 4 boys as well. So you've just been producing your own employees, hopefully. Team members. So my last and final question is from the team, not from me. So you haven't yet listened to our podcast, but all our team at the hotel write a question. They're all in this beautiful crystal bowl. So pick any question you want. Shall I read it for you? And let's see. I haven't said who it's from. Sometimes they do. If you could have studied something else, what would it have been and why?
Okay. Definitely, I would have studied the wine.
Somalia.
Oh,
right.
yes. The sommelier, œnologist, or
Okay.
have a career in the wine, in the yes. Now
But you're doing that, yeah. So
yeah,
you manage.
now that I know, okay, if I had to, I was very lucky, and thanks to my parents, that they have arranged for me to go and have this experience in Switzerland, which was great. After when I came back from Switzerland, I did my military service in France, and just the fact that I was a diplômé from a hotel school, the general of the brigade decided to nominate me as his private maître d'hôtel. Imagine.
Okay.
So I had a fantastic military service, opening bottle of Petrus Grand Cru all the time when I was basically 20 years old. After that, I went to a fantastic Relais Château Hotel in south of France, Château Saint-Martin in Vence, which was a great experience. I mean, I had a parcours, yes, unique. So yes, if I didn't study the hotel school, unfortunately, I would not have known Cyprus
That's
because
true.
I would not have met Christina, and she would not have brought me here. So I would have had a complete different life. How is destiny?
Yeah.
So
It was all meant to be.
now I am married with Kalia, who is working with us she's running actually the wine business. And okay, we continued, yes. But I if I had to change anything, maybe I would try to go to this field, yes, to the wine business field. But as you said, I ended up there anyway.
And thank goodness for Cyprus you did, because we've now got French tourists, and we're definitely a better place because of it.
Yes. Listen, we are going to do our best for, I hope, another few years. I hope my sons, some of them are going to come and help me, because at the moment they don't want to work with their father. But okay, hopefully.
It will change. Christophe, thank you so much. Thank you for coming here today. Thank you for sharing some of your story with us.
You're welcome, my dear.
And wishing you all the best for 2023 and beyond.
Me too. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
Thank
Bonne
you.
année à tout le monde.
Thank you.